You all right? She's wild. She's crazy. She's madcap, and she's got nice hair. Next up is I See the City on our open mic this evening on Channel 13. And these folks are raised in the outskirts of New York City, and they call themselves the Bridge and Tunnel Artists. They grew up in Manhattan. They took the bus for dance classes and voice lessons and visiting galleries and going to rock concerts in the Village. They're made up by Chris Carter, painter, Olivia Kenwell, actress, and Andrea Kramer, dancer choreographer. And this is a multimedia work featuring dance, spoken word, and painting. Thank you.
This is I See the City by Tom DeBerry. From my iron steps in the Village, I see the city in summer. The warm caress of an afternoon breeze drifting me back to endless family days on Brooklyn boardwalks and beaches. The day is heating, as only a city summer day can. Young actors and playwrights in bookstore clothing, honing their craft and performing flying flips on the edge of the park. Then lying on the grass with ball caps, with sunburned legs crossed in the air, reading the Chelsea hardbound Best. The Italian Iceman hurries to make change as his line of tie-dyed faithful clamor for frozen relief. Strolling couples, young and old, are sound in a perfect embrace, blissfully unaware of the foggy mist rolling in from the Hudson. And on it rides the shrill of a blue light siren, heralding the fresh pursuit of summer mischief. A soft raindrop glances atop a lone umbrella as beads of well-earned sweat crown a runner's brow. And from my iron steps in the Village, I see the city in all its epic vibrance and passion. From my gilded window on the park, I see the city in autumn. I feel the Gershwin pulse of the matinee crowd under a breeze from the Art Deco canyons. A Saturday ride through ancient meadows of crinkled grass and hot dog stands. With a coachman's wink and the tip of a hat, I am carried back to the century's turn, past the tavern and the patch of green now dotted in orange crimson. A branched and yellow looking-glass arcs the noble giants of stone and steel, lording over the parade of the grandest avenue. The Regal Hotel, a stately ambassador to seasons of the city come and gone. The sunglasses jazzman at the southern gate, his vintage garb a witness to his journey through the blues, but the classic swing from his weathered woodwind is the essence of Bechet, Goodman, and Shaw. A bundled skater whirls in dreams near the old stone bridge. The old boathouse presides like an empress over the lilied pond. And with English lamps aglow, a dulcet cello ushers in the serenity of twilight. And from my gilded window on the park, I see the city in all its classic style and splendor. From a quiet doorway in Harlem, I see the city in winter. Its silhouette buildings in black and white echo the timeless voice of Billie Holiday. Twilight merchants force close their iron curtains and venture bundled into the frigid night. The glow of the lighted tree in an old RCA window beams a frozen smile from the little boy and his grandma. A church bell sounds a haunting rebound through the snow-covered streets and icicle trees. Young men fight on the corner for the things they believe in. In a silence which speaks only to the sidewalks, fathers and mothers offer warm blankets and hot food to those whose homes are on the streets. Through a veil of hazy moonlight, the winter birds take as a blanket of snow covers rooftops and fire escapes into a slumber of white. And from a quiet doorway in Harlem, I see the city in all its vital strength and steel. From my wooden vessel on the river, I see the city in spring. From southern climes, the seabirds return to the rocks and statues. I see boats of sail in a rainbow harbor gliding on the shimmering waves of aqua blue. The rocky palisades, a rugged canvas. The downtown buildings aspire to the sky with a grand and universal defiance. I hear the quiet footsteps of my ancestors from their boats to the customs island. Under liberty's watchful eye, they made their way in the new world, the new city. On this small island, their endless days of toil, sweat, and tears birthed the greatest metropolis in the world. A wave of Renaissance churns through every avenue, street, and byway, an unending cycle of rejoicing, rebirth, and renewal. And from my wooden vessel on the river, I see the city in all its wondrous heart and soul.
Isn't that terrific? Mixed media. I absolutely love it. I want to buy all of these if they're for sale. I love it. That's what you get with PBS. You get art and expression and an openness of expression. And I've been on commercial television, so I won't talk about it right now, but I will later, when you're all kind of snoring and sort of drooling on yourselves. It's now, I believe, time for our very next act. So, Tom, come on out. Thank you, kid.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, please,
It's nice to see you again. By the way, I want to thank our live stream watchers. We're getting little messages from you for watching our Channel 13 open mic here. Very happy that you're tuning in. Our next performer appeared in Channel 13's 2015 Emmy Award-winning documentary, Latino Americans of New York.